Hi y'all, this is the Legend Tales episode 24 as I am recording episode 24 again due to some deleting, I suppose, of the episode last week. So I'm going to go back in and re-record episode 24 here this week before I move on to episode 25 in a couple weeks. So anyway, we're going to get started off now by talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. They ended up beating the Bucks last night as the Bucks rested their starter. The Thunder ended up resting Paul George, though, as well. The Thunder got that win, and then they beat the Rockets 116 to 117 on a Paul George game winner with 1.8 seconds left. They are in 6th seed now, as they will be taking on Portland this weekend on a Sunday at 2 p.m. Their first game is Sunday at 2 p.m. against the Portland Trailblazers. 3 seed against the 6 seed, so that's how they match and stack up there. I fully believe they can beat the Trailblazers because they did it in the regular season. I think they ended up getting the series sweep against the Trailblazers too, beating them 4-0. So I firmly believe they can do it again, just as long as they've been playing the way they've played lately. They're a really good club. They kind of play up to their potential most days. But some days they play like they don't care to be out there. So I'm kind of thinking they play like they did when they went on a little bit of a winning streak. And then now they're on a 5-game winning streak. So I'm hoping they can ride that momentum this weekend into the Sunday game against the Trailblazers at 2 p.m. at Portland. Because Oklahoma City's a 6 seed and Portland's a 3 seed. So if I was Oklahoma City and Coach Billy Donovan, I would get my boys prepared and wake my boys up to come to play, because now's the best time to play basketball when you know you have a chance to win an NBA title. I firmly believe Oklahoma City can get to the Western Conference Finals. I believe they can potentially get Denver next round if they play their game, like I said earlier, go out and play good enough. They can get a really good Denver team, and I think they're capable of making it to the second round. Right now they're in the first round, but I think they're capable of making it to the second round. So now we're going to move on and talk a little bit about Duke. As you all know, Trey Jones decided to come back. He posted on his Bleacher Report a jersey, his jersey of him. He posted a picture of him, and he was shrugging, kind of like people would do in real life, and it said year 2 ? And then the next night, he took back to social media and posted on his Instagram a picture of his jersey from the Elite 8 or round of 16 or 32 or one of them rounds. Anyway, he is decided to return for his sophomore year. Would have been a first round late pick. I'm glad he made the right decision. Coach K probably told him in his ear, hey Trey, you need to come back one more year because you're not going to get drafted select very high. No, I'm just kidding. Trey decided to come back on his own. Good choice, good decision on his part. Really good all-around player. Can play defense. That's the type of kid Duke needs and got to come back for his sophomore year. Just one more year is all he needs. Zion is still going number 1 in the draft. When he decides to declare is IDK, but I fully and suspect him to declare soon enough when he's ready. he'll go. So go get him in the NBA, Zion Williamson. I wish you the best of luck wherever you decide to go to. Anyway, one, Trey Jones, like I said earlier, is coming back. Two, R.J. Barrett decided to declare for the draft. Best of luck to you, RJ. Wish you nothing but the best of luck in your future. Go get him, big dog. And Cam Reddish will eventually go to, and Duke will end up be losing 2 seniors, so it's going to be a little bit of a different squad next year, a little bit of a different team. But overall, I like the way Duke does things around there. Great club, great program, very well, great coached. If you ask me, I don't like the one and done. Well, I think they need to wait till after their sophomore year. They're still talking about that and looking into that, but I'm not really a big fan of that. That's just my opinion if you ask me. All in all, congratulations to Texas Tech and Virginia for making it to the finals. I really was hoping that Texas Tech would win it all, because they're a Big 12 team, and I'm not a fan of Tony Bennett's club, but Tony Bennett deserved it. He's a really good coach, just like Mike Krzyzewski. So we shall see, but I think Duke could potentially win the ACC again next year, 2021, with these Vernon Careys of the world coming in, Wendell Moores, Matthew Hurts, all of these recruits they're getting, etc. So, if you ask me right now, my prediction would be Duke's going to win the ACC again next year and make the tournament as a number 1 seed. That's if you ask me right now. Now, maybe things will change in a couple months with the ACC and the way everything goes. And, Roy Williams may be picking up some other players, but that's a deep conference and a deep league if you ask me. And I tell you one thing, if Duke's going to win it, they're going to need like they did to play this year, because Zion Williamson ain't coming back. Nope, not coming back. So, anyway, I wish Zion, RJ, and Cam the best of luck in the NBA draft whenever the other 2 decide to decline. Will be up to them and their family. R.J. Barrett was one of my favorite Duke players to watch for the 1 year he was at Duke, another one and done. Probably my best Duke player to watch was probably Titus Jones. Some of them guys, that graduated from that 14-15 class that won it all, Matt Jones, Emil Jefferson. I liked Marvin Bagley, the third too. Good group of guys. Mike Krzyzewski has done a good job. Duke's going to be really good again. They'll make the tournament. Now, whether or not they end up getting Matthew Hurt, which I firmly believe they will, as we're talking on a Thursday here, he will decide 1 week from tomorrow. He will probably end up choosing Duke because Duke is on top of his list according to Evan Daniels. And hey, even Trey Jones came back, so that probably makes Matthew Hurt even more of a favorite to come to Duke, They'll have 4 recruits next year. If you ask me, I want to continue to see Duke get better each and every year. No, they will not quit getting the recruits, but if you ask me, they need to start getting 3, 4, 4-star to 3-star recruits right around that range. Nothing more, nothing less, not like 1 or 2 stars. I just don't want to see as many 5 stars as we've been seeing in the past. And I for sure don't want to see anybody out of this next year's Duke class go and be one and done. But I'm afraid that Vernon Carey will be still pretty good that he'll end up declaring and being one and done, kind of like people were saying. Well, NBA, playoffs start this week, and like I said earlier in my Thunder segment, I hope the Thunder do well. I hope they can get wins. I hope they can make it to the second round. And hey, maybe even Billy Donovan will be back next year if they make it to the second round. You just never know. Sam Presti might want to be like, hey, I'm going to come back in and decide to keep Billy Donovan one more year. Oh, and one more note I would like to make. Leslie McCaslin is leaving the broadcast team after this year's playoff. She is making an exit and going back towards to Dallas. So that's another thing I would like to mention. Leslie, you will be missed from a Thunder fan that really likes his basketball and knows a lot about basketball. Everybody out there will miss you. So I just wanted to bring that up too as another little thing that I need to talk about a little bit. Well, as always, this has been the Legend Tales Show with your host, the legend, Gabe Gore. And as always, I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Take care, my friends. Peace out.